In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can improve your self-esteem and your self-worth by using a great little exercise that I call the Boast List. So I've worked with hundreds of people that have low self-worth and have low self-esteem, but it's not because they as individuals aren't worthy and they aren't good enough. It's because of the perspective that they have in that given moment. So what I want to do is I want to share with you a little exercise I like to call the Boast List. Now, first of all, let's take the word boast. When people think of boast, what they think of is being boastful and being too big for your boots. But the etymology, the root origin of the word boast means to inflate. Now, if we take a car tire, for example, if we overinflate that car tire, what happens? It bursts, right? And it's no good and it's got no use to anybody. But if we underinflate that car tyre and try and drive on it, what happens? Well, eventually the car tyre is going to get all shredded up and end up falling off, which also isn't any good. So what we want to do is not get overly inflated, but equally we don't want to be too deflated. What we want to be is just right. It's about being in the Goldilocks zone, if you like. So not too hot, not too cold, just right. We want to have just the right amount of boastfulness, if you like. And the way that you can do that is by using this really simple exercise called the Boast List, where what you do is you write down all of the things that you've accomplished. So you can go right back to as early as you can remember, 3, 4, 5 years old, and it might start at your 5-meter swimming badge or whatever it is. Start writing down a list of all of the things that you've accomplished, regardless of whether anybody else thinks it's an accomplishment or not. It's an accomplishment that you've had that at some point it was something you achieved. And what you'll find very quickly is you end up building a list. It'll end up being 100, 150 things long, and it will start to enable you to increase, to inflate your self-esteem and your self-worth by doing that exercise. Now, if you're struggling to think of areas that you can do this exercise on, start by thinking about in your health and fitness. Then thinking about your family life. What are things that you've maybe done for your family? Think about your relationships. Then think about your own attitude, so your own belief system, things that you've done, things that you've accomplished. Think about your work or career or business. And then think about financially, things that you've done. And then finally, you can think about your bucket list. What are things that you set out on your bucket list, things you've achieved, things you've accomplished, no matter how small or how big, make a list of all of them. And what you'll find very, very quickly by doing this introspective exercise and reflective exercise, you'll be able to see that your self-worth and your self-esteem starts to increase to enable you to build on that. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, let me know, drop a comment in the comments below, and remember to subscribe by hitting the link that's somewhere around this video so that you can get more of these useful tips and enable you to unlock your full potential and make it happen.